Can't tell what the hell he was saying. He's cutting out every 1.5 seconds.
Shocking.
Yeah. I thought he'd be...
He's over the road, you know. He can't be expected to have great reception.
I guess
everywhere he goes.
No, he only calls when he's home and drunk, I thought.
Oh, okay.
No, he calls all the time. I mean, it's just that sometimes, most of the time, his line cuts out. And it's a lot of fat face and foot horse stuff, but I mean, it's, yeah. I'm not looking for that kind of repeat business because it gets old fast. But and he curses a lot, and I don't have the time to edit that kind of. It's not that great where I'd spend a lot of time editing, but just the phone connection alone is enough for me to usually delete from the jump. Before the break, I was talking about that guy that's suing Bass Pro Shops over their sock warranty. Somebody asked if I had seen about the woman who is suing Mars Candies over Skittles, and I had not seen that. This woman is suing Skittles, saying that they make the candy with a known toxin, this stuff called titanium dioxide, that's part of the dyes, the artificial colors.
That's what makes it taste so good.
There you go. And I guess they said for a while that they were going to stop using it, but they're still using it, and so this person is suing them over that. But I'm like, isn't sugar technically a known toxin?
It's not a toxin.
I mean, isn't water a toxin if you have too much of it?
I mean,
Sugar's not a toxin.
I mean, your body doesn't need it. You don't need added sugar.
That doesn't mean it's a toxin.
No, what I'm saying is
are things that make you sick.
Sugar, well, not okay. But what I'm saying is,
sick eventually.
Yeah,
anything will make you sick eventually. If you eat too many vegetables, you get sick.
But sugar, the way that your body breaks it down, I mean, your liver has no choice but to do stuff with it it's not really supposed to do. So all that...
Ooh, kinky.
Yeah. All that downstream stuff from too much sugar.
Not in there.
I mean, titanium dioxide sounds, more nefarious than sugar. But I mean, I'm sure there are plenty of people medically that would consider sugar some kind of toxin. Like, it doesn't kill you, but yeah, it will over time. You don't need it. Your body doesn't need excess sugar.
Your body doesn't need anything.
Your body needs a lot of things.
No,
It doesn't need sugar.
It needs water and to be pet.
To be pet?
To be pet.
Yeah. That's it. That's all your body needs.
How about this Ricky Martin thing?
Oh, that...
Did you read about that?
That broke
It's a setup.
What, Friday night?
Here, Cody.
I think I saw that on the way home on Friday.
I mean, it might be a setup, but
It's a setup.
Ricky Martin's nephew is accusing him of having a relationship with him, so it would be incest and highly illegal. And
I don't believe it.
Ricky Martin's like, this is gross. It's obviously untrue. You got a restraining... Go ahead.
I was going to say, it just so happens that this rumor is coming out just around the same time that his manager is suing him for millions of dollars. What I think is going on...
Nobody knows that. That's not a story that made headlines.
It is a story.
But not one that made headlines.
It made headlines before this news broke.
Why would they do...
Obviously, it's going to be bigger.
Okay, so walk me through it.
I think his manager is trying to compromise him because I think Ricky is trying to make some big purchase out of his career. I think he's trying to buy his masters. As I told you, these artists and these managers and these labels set up their artists to where if they're not dependent on the label or the management for the duration of their career, then they have to control them somehow. So I think this is just a way that she's trying to control him by making up this lie.
But you have to get a bunch of other people to go along with it.
Yeah.
You have to get his 21-year-old nephew to go, yeah, we had a sexual relationship.
If they say, hey, I'll pay you millions of dollars when Ricky buys his masters and you'll get paid a certain amount of money for life.
But if he's got to spend money on a lawsuit, then how's he going to have money to pay her?
He's being paid by someone.
This is where it breaks down. You don't. If you're trying to get money from somebody, you don't introduce another situation that's going to cost them money.
But in the grand scheme of things, this doesn't cost that much. It doesn't cost much to accuse someone of something. It costs a lot to defend yourself.
Well, that's what.
Costs a lot to
okay, but that's what we're talking about. Is you have to get lawyers, and lawyers are very expensive.
Again, this guy has already gotten a restraining order with not that much proof.
Ricky Martin was served a restraining order in Puerto Rico in early July
Puerto
Rico, citing domestic abuse. The singer's brother identified the alleged victim as Ricky Martin's 21-year-old nephew. However, the attorney involved says that the nephew is struggling with deep mental health challenges. Ricky Martin is, I think, a married guy. He's got a couple of kids. And he's like, look, I'm not in any kind of sexual relationship with my nephew.
I think him and his husband do play, though.
Probably not with
they're
family.
living the vida loca.
We had no idea how idea how loca this Vita was. Yeah. He's Bomb Chicky Bomb or whatever that other song was.
Shake your bomb bomb.
Shake your bomb bomb. There you go.
I thought that was The Mask.
Come on, shake your body, baby, do that conga.
That's Gloria Estefan.
There's so many.
She needs a mask. No, you're thinking of Boom Chicky Boom, Boom Chicky Boom.
Yes.
Right.
It's a great song.
Shake Your Bon Bon would be the Ricky Martin one. I don't know. Obviously it's a very salacious headline when it says
Did he sing
Ricky
Macarena?
Martin. No, that was Los Rio or something. One hit wonders. Sorry, Uno hit wonders. It's a salacious headline when it says Ricky Martin hit with incest charges, facing 50 years in prison. That was the headline I saw. You know, subtlety. Thy name is TMZ. But you know. The allegation is that Ricky Martin and his nephew had a relationship for almost a year. See, this is one of these things where you could set the guy up by going like, I was at his house all the time and blah, blah, blah. I can tell you where this is. Yeah. So they got to go to court over this. But to Poundcake's point, his manager is suing him for $3 million over unpaid commission. And Poundcake's saying this is a way for her to get more money out of him?
Yes,
if he has to divert his funds, so now he has to divert some of his funds to defending himself against the allegations, and this is all part of the master plan?
Well, I think the nephew is in cahoots with the manager, and she's like, oh, you want this to all go away? All you got to do is sign on the dotted line. I'll make it all go away, and you're going to cut me in for half of this, your musical catalog, whatever you're going to buy.
She's not Ursula.
Wait, I want to go with you on this. So she's saying to Ricky Martin, I will make this go away?
She has before. She wagered this secret. This all came out because of her. She wagered this secret when she was talking about, oh, he shouldn't fire me because I have a career in...
Wagered?
She did. She mentioned it in the articles that she was talking about with Ricky.
Well, you said she wagered the secret. What do you mean?
She was saying, oh, I have a career-ending allegation. If he was wise, he wouldn't get rid of me. And she said that.
And so now you're saying that she's extorting him?
Yep.
Huh. I would think there'd be other ways to do it other than you had sex with your nephew.
I mean, but she knows that the public will jump on that. Like, whoa, this is something that...
Well, the public's stupid.
And you think she doesn't know that? So she's going to try and use this to her advantage.
Yeah, that's got nothing to do with proving something in court. I mean, you still got to spend a lot of money defending yourself. And even if you win the case, she's out some of his money.
This is just what I'm thinking. I
know, that's why I ask you.
I think they're trying to compromise him in some way. I think he has been in this industry a very long time, and I'm sure he probably has done a lot of dirt. A lot of people know a lot of things about him. So in a way for him to break away from all that, if he's like, hey, I just want to buy my catalog or buy my masters, and they're like, wait, no, we make a lot of money off of you. You can't just take that away from us. They got to put some stuff out there to compromise him.
Huh.
Yeah, but if he's going to buy their master, they can set their price. So they'll still make a bunch of money off of him.
But it's not about that. Once you buy your masters, you make that money for life. So it essentially pays for itself.
Eventually, but it's if they charge him, $50 million or $100 million, that takes a while to get there.
But this is the manager that's saying, in my head, this is the manager saying these
right.
things.
I know, it's
the
all speculative.
Is not the label.
All right. Poundcake knows. I'm not even going to doubt it because he always...
I don't want to believe Ricky did it.
And what if he did?
He's not a... He's not R. Kelly.
Yeah, but what if he did? Then you get a great new documentary to
No.
watch so you can relax.
Yeah. To
Surviving
Molested
Ricky
cousin.
Martin.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Leave that to like the heterosexuals. I don't need one of our gays. We need this. We don't have enough queer, men of color representation.
Well, he's really throwing this queer men of color is really doing a lot of heavy lifting in this theory here.
Name another one.
Wasn't that an
on
old
the
Bud
scale,
Light
Ricky
ad
Martin.
campaign?
Queer men of color, here's to you, Ricky Martin.
Ow.
You never had sex with a nephew who turned out to be hot. Queer men of color.
Is he hot?
I don't know. Why else
Does
would
that
Ricky
make it
Martin?
more important? Like, if he's hot, does that make it better?
I mean, I at least want to see what he looks like if I'm going to be.
Poundcake
spending 50
loves
years in
talking about the
prison.
Masters too. I think it's
I know.
subliminal. It's not golf. He loves talking about Masters.
It's
and-
never finished. Master got me working. Someday Master set me free.
Yeah. Everybody's always trying to buy their Masters.
They are.
Why doesn't he own them already?
NDAs.
Duh.
If it's pound cake logic, those are the only two things that matter.
Well,
Yeah.
the reason why the nephew probably didn't speak out or is not suing publicly is because he signed an NDA and he waived his right to sue in a public trial.
But this is
So
all
they're handling
public.
this. It's not. No, it's not a public trial. The news is spilling out publicly, but the trial's not public. They're going through the trial right now.
No, he's going to stand in front of a judge on the 21st to decide if it can continue, if the lawsuit can proceed.
I think he waived his right to sue, though.
Who?
The nephew.
So lost. Waived his right to sue.
You waive your right to sue in a public trial. You can still go through mediation or arbitration, but I don't think he can go to like an actual courtroom.
But they're going to a restraining order is part of that process.
Okay. Well, I can't wait to see this play out publicly then, because there will be a bunch of news cameras.
No, that doesn't mean it's going to be televised. That means that they're going to go through the court process. If you're going to, what I'm saying is, if you're going to extort money from somebody, why file a lawsuit that could cut into the money you're trying to get? Why go through all this?
I don't think he has the money yet. Like, if he's buying his masters, that's like a long process, but it pays off in the long run.
Has
and
there
it's
been
money-
any actual report that he's trying to buy his masters, or is this just something in your head?
something in my head?
This guy.
I can't with you, man. I can't.
I'm going.
You
gotta shut up.
This whole time I've been going along assuming that Poundcake knows something I don't know about Ricky Martin trying to buy his masters.
No.
Like there's a huge market for Ricky Martin original songs, right? Like if there's anybody that can, who cares about owning his masters? Ricky Martin. Half of them are old Menudo songs anyway. Who cares?
Which he's never going to get those.
Owns his masters. I assumed, I took him at his word. That was my first mistake.
No, I don't know for sure. This is something
Oh,
I'm
so
assuming.
all
I'm
this-
assuming a lot of
This is
stuff.
what I mean. It's
Yeah.
easier to tell when he's here, when we
Yeah.
can see his stupid face laughing.
That's when it starts to break down. I'm like, why would they do all this? Why would they create all these problems for themselves if they could just extort the guy for money? If you're going to try to get money from somebody, why are you throwing tax in the road that's going to cost him money?
Because of his rights to the songs, Alan.
Oh, boy, I
Duh.
love it. Alan, hearing Poundcake try to explain his way out of the stupid hole he dug for himself is amazing. He's like digging that trench.
Yeah.
3 cars wide, 3 cars long. Yeah.
£1 million deep.
I like the little Byzantine explanations Poundcake comes up with. Because you can keep asking him questions, and he will give you something. He'll never say, I don't know.
It's like a
I don't know.
6-year-old.
It's great. I don't know. I thought that there was a story
That you missed.
that I missed about Ricky Martin trying to get his master tapes.
But no. It's
And what is
just
the appeal?
Poundcake
Right.
making things up.
And what is the appeal, Poundcake, of owning your masters?
Because you are essentially own the Ricky Martin, the brand. Before, you're in partnership with the label, you're in partnership with all these different touring companies. Now, if you own
Well, it's got nothing to do.
What
Master
does it
tapes
have
have
to do
nothing
with-
to do with touring companies.
What
No, I'm
touring
saying
company?
when you go on tour, you have to pay the label to perform a certain amount of songs. You have to have like.
That's got
copyrights and
nothing to
stuff
do
like
with
that.
your owning your master tapes. It just means you own the originals.
You own the originals.
you
and
can
don't
do
have
with
to ask
them-
anybody for permission.
You can. That's right.
You don't
can
have
do
to
with them
ask-
what you want.
You don't have to ask permission or pay anybody to perform your own songs. If someone has the masters, it's the rights to that specific recording. So his first album, they have the rights to use the songs that are recorded on that album. Does that make sense?
And they get paid the
And they get
royalties.
paid from that. But every time he performs a song, they don't make money off of that. That's not how that works. That's like Helium has the masters to my first comedy album. I don't pay them money every time I go do a stand-up show.
They get a cut of all your jokes.
That's not how that works.
Guys, here's 10% of that closer.
You don't know what masters do you?
No, I know what masters do. I don't know all the ins and outs of them, but I know what they do.
Doesn't sound like they do, though.
Oh, Poundcake. You're the
Like
best.
radio play, all
When
that
can he
stuff.
come
You
back
own
in?
that.
Your ass up.
What's Wednesday? He can come
Wednesday,
back,
okay.
yeah. That's right.
I'm out Wednesday.
Huh?
I'm out Wednesday. You're swapping us.
Well,
just
that's
letting you
that's
know.
what that's
Nobody
when he's
wants
coming
to work
back.
anymore.
Nobody wants to work anymore, Bill. Got a bunch of lazy, entitled. Yeah, I have you out.
Yeah.
You're out Wednesday.
So you're not going to get a full show until Thursday after 9 weeks
It's
of being
just
off
crazy.
air.
You guys are feeling okay. Not that I want you guys to be sick, but you guys are feeling okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fine. I mean, other than
My whole
being
family's feeling okay,
enraged
too.
by you just making up stuff.
Physically, yes. Mentally,
Yes.
right now, no.
You sit in your own room though, Cody. We don't really have a lot of interaction with you.
We weren't on
I gave you
we
your
weren't on a
charm.
bus to the Grand Canyon.
He said I gave you your charm. You did give us bottle openers and charms. That's
Yeah.
true.
Your charm, right?
It's just funny.
Did
My
you
mom,
wanna
she's
get
not
us
having any
sick?
symptoms.
Do you feel like you're upset that no one got sick from you? That like you didn't have that
No,
much of a
I'm-
reach?
I thought you were asymptomatic, smartass.
I was, but what
No,
I'm saying is,
Well, then
my
you ain't
mom-
coming back Wednesday.
But he said he wasn't. He said he had a cold. He's like, I just had a cold. That's what started the whole thing.
Well, it could have been a cold, but then he got a positive.
Yeah.
If you have symptoms, you ain't coming back Wednesday. Wednesday's your asymptomatic return.
Okay.
When's the last time you had symptoms?
I was just asking. I didn't know if any of you guys were feeling any symptoms because none of my other family members are feeling any symptoms, and I'm like, wow,
No.
I'm really the only one that was like sniffling. And I thought it was allergies.
When was the last time you had symptoms?
Thursday when I told you guys.
And you didn't have any on Friday.
No, I mean, well, I had like sneezing,
Well, again, sneezing is not a COVID
right.
symptom. You know, I mean,
but
it's,
that's the only thing I really had. Though.
It could very well be that you have a cold and you have COVID.
Yeah, but and I was like, I don't know how to tell the difference because there have been many a times where I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like death. I might have COVID, and it was like, no, you just have allergies. Like there's just a lot of dust in the air, pollen in the air, whatever.
Have you taken
But this
another COVID
particular
test?
time- what was that?
Have you taken another COVID test since then?
No,
Well, you should probably do that.
Well, how are you going to know when you're negative?
I will take another one before Wednesday.
Take it Wednesday at 1:30.
I was going to say, well, before Wednesday is
walking in,
tomorrow,
yeah.
so yeah.
Well, tomorrow is Tuesday, so yeah,
I know.
I can grab one.
Oh, I know it's Tuesday.
I
Perez
think he's
Bilton's
just-
back on.
I think he's trying to get out of a sports break.
That's totally it.
Listen, he can do the sports break from his bedroom.
It just doesn't sound right, though.
Well, none of this sounds right. What do you want from me? All right, let me take a break. You want to get the last word in? Send a text 35192. The Corey Roddick Experience after 6:30 tonight. No ball game. And we'll be back after these.